Hello. Please forgive the lighting situation behind me and the echoing noise around me. We have moved. We now live in a new house in Virginia. I'm going to block the sun from me right there. If if you guys are in Virginia, say hi to me. I am about to watch episode 2, and I've decided to do it a little bit differently this time. Like, I feel like I can put some clips up as I'm watching without getting a strike. We will see if that's what happens, but that is my plan right now is when there's some scenes that I really want to talk about, I will pop them up here above me up there and we will talk about them. The second thing is I'm also going to film episode 3 today as well, so there's another one that will be coming that also sounds like this and looks like this. My household goods, everything in my house was supposed to be delivered 2 days ago, and instead they pushed it 11 days. So it's delayed by 11 days. I do have a computer chair because I ordered a new one to be delivered here. That's literally all I have. I have a laptop, I have a borrowed folding table that someone has given us or let us borrow. So I'm sitting in what will be my dining room on a folding table watching this because I want to watch episode 2 and 3. I want to watch them all, and I'm so far behind. So here we go. Episode 2, Black Dagger Brotherhood. I don't have any thoughts before we start. So nothing that I didn't already say in the first video. If you didn't see it, I will link it up here, maybe that side, and go watch that maybe first, and then this one. Okay, here we go. Okay, I love that we're starting out with Havers. And I mean, I'm assuming this is Havers. There's not even been a word spoken yet. But I like that we're starting out with him and how we looked at his notes. And that kind of like tells you the things that you don't know because you're not reading it in a book. So I like that. And I love the way they did the blood in the cell. Like, that was a really cool shot. I still don't know how I feel about the lessers because, like, they're they're not they don't look human enough to blend in, I don't think. And the vampires don't either, I guess. But the lessers are walking around during the day. And I mean, or they're able to walk around during the day. Like, they have jobs, they exist in society, and yet they still don't look human. And I don't understand how there's not an FBI file on a group of people. They're all men too, who have their hair has changed and turned white and their eyes have turned white. Like, there has to be a file somewhere. Anyway, I don't know how the lessers get away with it. And they're my main holdup, I think, right now. But anyway, cherry pie is here and bad things are gonna happen. So we get to see our first vampire, like, non-brother, not our first, but a non-brother vampire. Just looks normal. So I guess it's definitely easy to tell who the brothers are because they're different from other vampires. Like, for some reason, I didn't associate their like eye color being a thing that made them a brother. I thought that was just a thing that vampires had. But these other non-brother vampires that we've seen have not had weird eyes. So it's not a vampire thing, it's a brother thing. Okay, so we get to see Havers and Marissa. And what I was thinking about Havers was that Havers is trying to heal. Like, I thought that he wanted to get rid of eating for himself. So, because his Shellen is dead. And so he wants to find a way to be able to get blood without having to feed from another vampire or from anybody. And but I forgot that he was also doing it for Marissa as well because he doesn't like Wrath with Marissa. I mean, I knew that he what he does in a minute for Wrath, but I didn't know that Marissa was part of the reason that he's doing the stuff. So anyway, we do get to see that he is loving as a brother, but also at the same time, he is very bigoted toward the people who are not highborn and the warriors, as he said. So it's nice to get a little bit more behind his into his brain than I remembered. She just said Billy Riddle sounds more like a Sesame Street character than a rapist. That was funny. He just gave her a goodbye kiss with his daggers strapped to his chest. I think that would feel so weird. But anyway, Beth is a little bit skeptical at this point, but also she's like, did Butch send you to protect me? Because he keeps saying he's here to watch over her and protect her. So we'll see when she figures it out that it's not at all. But she did just see the throwing stars and she was like, we'll see. Wrath just dematerialized. She didn't quite see it, but he's got some explaining to do, I think. Okay, I kind of wanted Rage to be a lot taller than Wrath because Rage is like huge and he turns into the monster. I mean, oops, spoilers, don't watch this if you haven't read the books. So anyway, I he's like the same height as Wrath and I wanted him to be big. But yeah, his little smart mouth is going to get him in trouble though. So Wrath's shirt got torn when he showed up at her house the night before. And so he didn't wear a shirt, so he's got the daggers crossed with no shirt, which I already said. And that's why Rage was like, "Hold up, your shirt," and then said something about it. But here's I'm gonna pause for a second and address a few things. So I read quite a few reactions to the first episode and to the reveals of the brothers. Somebody told me that I needed to go watch J.R. Ward's reaction to seeing everybody. I did all that. I've watched interviews with the cast. I have watched interviews with J.R. Ward, and I I agree with one of the critiques, which somebody said all their leather and all their weapons look brand new. Like they have not been wearing these. They're not worn in. Like the leather gets more pliable the longer you wear it and move in it. And their leathers seem really stiff. And I think that's one of the things that doesn't make it seem real. And also, their weapons are just in perfect condition. And I feel like V is not fixing everybody's scabbards and everybody's weapons all the time for them to look as good as they look. And also, I kind of thought the weapons were like a little bit more concealed and they are like front and center on their chests. So I don't know. But that's what it is. It's got something to do with the costuming and the level of newness of all of their clothes that I think makes it feel like they're dressed up and they're not just wearing their normal clothes. Anyway, somebody else said that. I was not the first person to say that, but that's definitely something that it's standing out to me. Anyway, all the brothers are together for the first time to just relax, not relax, but they're not there because Wrath has summoned them. So I'm excited. I still love the guy they picked for Tor, and I still am not okay with Fury's hair. Like I haven't made myself okay with it yet. I love that V has the goatee, and Z, I'm still not sure about at all. I pictured him just being bigger in general. So I don't know. Like there's a professional wrestler who is just like big. He's bald, but he's just big. And that in my head, I don't know who he is. I'm sorry. Maybe I can try to find a picture, but I don't even know his name. But anyway, I just expected him to be bigger. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so now we are about to see our first lesser, well, we're about to see a lesser and brother fight. And the fact that Wrath is blind and just threw one of those shuriken stars directly into that guy's throat is amazing to me. But anyway, we have two lessers attacking the vampire that they lured in earlier with cherry pie. And anyway, I'm ready to see Butch. Like we're a quarter into this thing and I have not seen Butch and I'm sad about it. The fight scene was pretty good. Like I don't expect it to be wonderful. I thought it was pretty good. We'll see how they continue because there are going to be a lot of fight scenes in this. Okay, so we have Butch. Butch is back. Anyway, we have Butch, and he's talking to Beth. And I think that the reason that the two of them, first of all, they're supposed to be old acquaintances, like they've known each other because she's a reporter and he's a police officer. But I think the reason it works so well is because apparently they have been in a movie together on this Passionflix. I forgot what it's called, but where they were the two main love interests. And so they've already acted together. I'm sure they've done scenes together. So they're really good friends and they've worked together before. I know they're friends off the thing because she said when she was auditioning for this job for Black Dagger Brotherhood, he read the lines with her on the audition tape for her audition. So they were just like together and read the lines. So that is That's why I think I like Beth and Butch hanging out. I think they're going to be really good as friends, and I like that they're already like connected a little bit there. So anyway, I'm just happy to see Butch. So this is playing out almost like one of those thriller movies where you realize that the guy that you've been dating is actually the killer. And so I think that's really funny that that is like how this seemed. But because when you're reading the books, you're in everybody's mind and you know what everybody's doing, that's never a thing that we thought, that I thought as you're reading, but Beth definitely thinks it. She thinks she's living one of those things when she says to Butch, like, thanks for sending over that guy to watch over me. And he was like, what guy are you talking about? She was like, nothing. Sorry. I'm actually really nervous about the whole lesser situation. I just don't want to see them. I don't ever want to see them on the screen. I don't like Billy Riddle. I don't like the sensei guy, Mr. X maybe. I don't remember what letter he is, but I don't want to see any of them. I don't like them, and they're creepy, and their whole situation is icky, and I don't like it. Anyway, I would rather see Wrath get mad at Butch for thinking that he's on a date with Beth than even look at a lesser. So, no. Like, of course, Butch thought that if she didn't like him, she must be a lesbian. Of course. Oh my gosh, I forgot that I was even supposed to be telling y'all or talking to y'all because I just got sucked in. Okay, anyway, Beth just said, who are you? And he said, your father sent me. What a way to like end it. And then he got in the car. Well, he didn't get in the car. Butch put him in the car. Butch arrested him is hilarious. Also, I'm not seeing, this goes back to the whole beginning, but I'm not seeing blood. Like when maybe it's a thing that they can't do, but like number one, when the guy was feeding from the girl, I forgot her name, Cherry Pie, there was no blood when he turned around, like no blood on his face, no blood anywhere. And then when Wrath was fighting with the Lessers, I mean, don't they still bleed? Don't they have blood? I don't remember. There was no blood. And then when they were fighting in the at the dojo, they're getting punched. Like they're punching. Billy was losing his mind and just punching this dude, straight up punching him in the face. No blood anywhere on his face. And now Butch just punched Wrath in the face and there's no blood. Like I know they did a cut lip on Beth in the first episode from where Billy like was trying to kiss her and be rough with her and she had blood, a little bit of dried blood right there, but I haven't seen blood in this episode where I feel like there would be blood. So I don't know if they're like not allowed to do that or not doing that, choosing not to do that. I don't know. Okay, back to it. Also, I love that Wrath is just riding in this car when he could dematerialize and be gone. But I mean, I guess he can't because then he would reveal himself as not human. But he's probably thinking, I could just be out of here like this. So Wrath doesn't even have a choice. He's just going to have to tell her now about what's going on because she said, I love when she said, you killed Mary. And he said, I've not killed any women, but I have killed some men. He didn't say that, but okay. So in Butch's book, there, oh my gosh, I don't ever know how much to talk about because, like, I know there are some people who didn't even know about the series, didn't even know these were books until they saw this series, and then they were like, "Oh my gosh, I'm reading this book." So I don't know what I want to talk about, but I'm saying this dynamic. This is what I'll say: this dynamic between Butch and Beth and Wrath kind of plays out in a similar way in Butch's book at one particular point, and that has always been like my favorite part of any of these books. There's just one scene in there that I have gone back and read so many times. I don't even know what it is about it or why, and it's been so long since I've actually done that maybe it won't even feel the same to me, but I loved it so much. Anyway, I guess I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to give away spoilers for Butch's book because that's down the road. Anyway, okay, back to it. I love that every time anybody tells Beth to wait, she does not. So when Butch tells her to wait, she just doesn't. Raph just said, you wait here. She said, just walk right beside him. Okay, so Beth totally thinks that he is lying about all of it. I mean, of course she does. And so she's freaking out. Anyway, there's only 10 minutes left in the episode. So I don't know where we're going to end this one, but I cannot wait for Fritz to be able to talk to her about Darius and everything that that they did and how Fritz pretty much followed her around and took pictures of her for her dad. And oh, I hope we get to see that in this episode. Oh my gosh. When she just said, "Does it hurt?" And he said, "You're going to feel," and she said, "No, not me. Is it going to hurt you?" So sweet. Oh my gosh. Okay, here's something I'm just realizing. Like, I'm 2 minutes to being done with this episode. She has never addressed the sunglasses. Like, I feel like if I'm having this many serious inside conversations with somebody, I'm asking about the glasses. Like, what's up with the glasses, dude? She hasn't said that yet. What? She clearly knows he can take them off because he took them off when they were taking everything off. But still, okay, that's it. It's over. I am getting more and more used to seeing him with the long black hair. So it's becoming like more normal to me and not so like what it was before. So I'm liking that a lot. So that's it. That is the end of episode number 2. And like I said at the beginning, I'm about to be filming episode 3. Really, the only problem that I have with this is that the leathers are too new and their swords are too new and there's not enough wear and tear on their stuff. And I'm still not okay with this with the wig and the contacts, but I think they're just going to grow on me as well because I like Wrath's wig. It's mostly Fury and his wig. Everybody else's, or at Wrath's at least, I think they're the only two that are wearing a wig. I'm getting better about. And I would like to see Z, maybe not Z, V without the hat. I want to see Vicious without the hat. And I'm just ready for more Butch. That is all of my thoughts after episode number 2. I think it's getting better. Like, I liked episode 2 better than episode 1, and I think that's also because I got used to who the characters are, and this one was better. So, yeah, I'm excited that I get to go straight into episode 3 because I'm behind. I don't have to wait a week for episode 3 to come out. So, that video, though, will be coming up in a little while. So, let me know down below what other comments that you have. I can't do anything right now about where I'm filming and what it sounds like because I'm not in my room. If it's awful and you really want me to just wait 10 days till my things get here and then film again, I can do that. But not until after episode 3 because I'm about to do that one later today. So that is it for this video and this episode. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.